So I wanted to take a short break from Path of Exile and I was looking for some other game with build complexity. And it seems that Grim Dawn has something similar to Path of Exile. I am talking about Devotion system, which is like a huge passive skill tree with some trigger skills. But to be honest, I was a bit disappointed. So this video is not really a review, but simply Path of Exile player trying Grim Dawn. I have played this game for only 57 hours and I did no extra research, no extra reading about it or game mechanics. I just wanted to see if experience in Path of Exile could be transferred into other game to help understand it better and make my own builds. In first 3 days I probably tried 5 different characters and most of them failed. Well, not really failed, I just gave up on them and didn't really like the playstyle. Eventually I decided to try Demolitionist. But I couldn't figure out how to use dual pistols, so I ended up using, well, different playstyle. And it turned out to be very overpowered. And it all started with Blackwater Cocktail. You throw a bottle, set small area on fire, and also burn enemies. Enemies that run into this small area on fire get burn damage over time, which also reduces their offensive abilities. So it is good for clearing big packs of monsters, also very good against bosses, and also is sort of defensive mechanic. Other skills linked to this are like support jumps in Path of Exile. Demon Fire gives chaos damage, increases burn damage, and reduces target armor. Agonizing Flames increases fire damage, chaos damage, and reduces target's resistances. So basically one skill does many things, and that is my main source of damage. Another skill that I really like is, well, basically a grenade. It does mostly physical damage, however, most of the damage is converted into lighting. It has short cooldown, so you can freely spam it. Another cool skill is Mortar Trap. Place the thing and it shoots to nearby enemies. Unlike minions, it cannot be damaged. Once every few shots it also fires the big one, which does more damage but also slows enemies. I'm also using this aura called Flame Touched. It increases my fire, lighting and burning damage. While playing through normal difficulty, the damage with this build was just insane. Some mini-bosses died before I even noticed there was mini-boss. And main bosses was easy. Throw cocktail to set them on fire, place mortar to shoot enemies from distance, and throw grenade to knock down enemies, if he can be knocked down. Spam grenades and let mortar and cocktail do the rest. I'll just run around evading enemies and all the other hits. From a devotion tree I tried and grabbed all the elemental damage, fire damage and burning damage nodes. First I think I got this candle, then I picked this fiend, which gives fire damage and also a trigger skill, but it is not really very useful. Then I wanted to get all the nodes from Magi, whatever. But if I remember I also had to get a few more nodes to unlock it, so I got nodes on the Hawk. So the Magi gives a lot of fire and burn damage. And also a pretty good trigger spell, Fisher. It is linked to my cocktail. Then I picked Owl for more elemental damage and burn damage. It unlocked this crown. This crown will give me more elemental damage, more burn damage and also another trigger skill. I wanted to reach this Ulzuin's torch, which would give a lot more fire and burning damage, but it was too far away. So that's basically what I have been playing, and it was really fun, but it became so easy. I feel kind of bored of this game now. On veteran difficulty it is of course a bit harder, but enemies most of the time die very easily anyway. I just do hit and run, but I don't really see the reason to play on veteran difficulty. It only makes the game a bit harder, and it doesn't really offer anything new. In Path of Exile you complete normal difficulty, you complete cruel, you finish merciless, and then you get to mapping, or doing some other endgame content, like Shaper, Adziri, Uberlab. But in Grim Dawn I think there isn't anything for endgame content. You just complete it again on higher difficulty and just farm bosses? I don't know, it seems that way. Well, the game is fun, but I have kind of mixed feelings about this. I will most likely play it a bit more and try different builds, but there are many things that are annoying to me, even disappointing. I could probably make another video talking only about annoying and disappointing things, but I don't really want to focus on the negative. I know expansion is coming which would bring Inquisitor and Necromancer class, hopefully with some other changes. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna make another Grim Dawn video until the expansion. What do you guys think? Should I make another Grim Dawn video? I know I'm noob in this game, so I'm not sure if I provide any value. Maybe I'll do another video if I can find some interesting game mechanic and synergy between skills. So that is all for now. Actually, today the best Diablo 2 mod, Median XL, is having a massive update. Most likely I will do a video about that. Oh, I almost forgot a message to patrons. If you haven't seen, we have a Discord now. I'm logged in all day in there, and if you want to chat with others or directly with me, it is probably the best place. Thank you for watching and see you soon.